back to Off-Label Veterinary News, your source for commentary on animals, medicine, and practice life. If this is your first time, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button. Right now. Right over here. Let's jump in to some of the stories you might have missed. Over 600 Dachshunds break world record. Our first story comes to us from jolly old England. Near Cornwall on Perranporth Beach, over 600 Dachshunds congregated to break the world record for the most Dachshunds gathered on a beach. Okay, anything that gets these little waddle monsters to move, I'm a fan of, because we know as veterinary professionals the high instance of obesity and intervertebral disc injury that these Dachshunds have. So let's keep moving.
So sausage dogs of the world, unite and get to strolling for your health.
That sounded better. It really did sound better. I thought it was. Dog owners offended by no ingredients in China label. Our next story is one of those, what were they thinking? Oh yeah, they weren't thinking moments. A dog owner in Richmond, Virginia was purchasing her dog's Honest Kitchen dog food. When she got it home, she noticed on the label it said, no ingredients in China. The problem was this person was of Chinese descent, and therefore she was a bit offended, and I can't say I blame her. Now listen, I am all for transparency in ingredient sourcing, but wouldn't it be better to say like where your ingredients are from? Is it all from the US of A? And if that's what you're trying to say, I'm all for it. A spokesperson for the Honest Kitchen actually said, this has nothing to do with the country. It just so happens to have a country's name on the label, but it's really not about China. It's about safety, but it's really not about Chinese. It's just about safety. I don't know, off-labelers, what do you think? Have they gone one step too far in saying no ingredients made in China? Would they be better actually being transparent and truthful on where their ingredients are sourced instead? I don't know. I want to hear from you. Facebook memo reveals the ugly truth about privacy. In June of 2016, an internal memo was circulated at Facebook that outlined what many are calling the ugly truth of social media and privacy. We connect people, period. That's why all the work we do in growth is justified. All the questionable contact importing practices, so we connect more people. That can be bad if they make it negative. Maybe it costs someone a life by exposing someone to bullies. Maybe someone dies in a terrorist attack coordinated on our tools. In addition to the boss's callous and tone-deaf comments about the potential loss of life from using Facebook, what really got my attention was his comment about the questionable use of contact information. In other words, Facebook, even in 2016, knew that they were probably crossing some lines when it comes to our own personal information and how they shared it with advertisers. I've spent a lot of time lately talking to you about locking down your privacy settings on Facebook and social media. And here's a simple test that you can do to make sure that those settings are as you want them to be. What I want you to do is go to your personal Facebook page, and then there are 3 dots. When you press that, you will see a setting drop down that says View As. And what this then does is brings up what the rest of the world, or someone who is not your friend, can see about you on Facebook. And that's a good start to determine if any of that information is inappropriate or something you don't want to share. Maybe it's an employment, maybe it's a location, maybe it's a relationship. Whatever it is, do this simple View As test to make sure that you're exposing exactly what you want about yourself to the world. After all this frightening Facebook news and no ingredients sourced in China, let's go back to the Dachshunds for a second. Well, that's it for another edition of Off-Label Veterinary News. If you like content like this, be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and ding the bell so you'll be notified as soon as content like this drops on your internet doorstep. Until next time, keep living that off-label life. Bye!